Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Jamila, and we have another memory playing with me for the week of, I believe it's April 14th. No, April 13th through the 19th. I had to look. I'm using this kit. Oh, what is it called? Why don't I ever know the name of a kit when I start doing the voiceover? It's like not done for the day, off day, something like that. I'll of course have it in the description or the title of this video, but it was like the week 2 weeks prior to me leaving, so I honestly, after working that long week the week before, I was honestly chilling, like not doing too much. I did a little packing, not too much, but literally just relaxing. This week was the NCAA gymnastics finals, which I was upset about because I feel like it's a conspiracy. But maybe it's because neither one of my teams won. I was rooting for either Florida or LSU, and Oklahoma won. And I'm just like, I have to side eye them because y'all ain't got no black girls on y'all team. Why? Now, granted, who wants to go live in Oklahoma in their young years? But still, y'all ain't got no black girls on the team. Like, and they're always overscored. Anyway, don't even get me started. But yes, that is all I really did this week. I think I had kava. I chilled, I relaxed, just decompressing and preparing for, to travel the next week. The next week I drove down 14 hours, but we'll get into that in the next spread. But yes, that is all I have. Oh, I totally just yapped and didn't talk about the kit. I told you the name of the kit. I use like 2 different pattern underlays. I really wish I would have done the dark purple full out, but and I paired it with a twinkle full bundle from Lynner Designs and a sparkly rose gold foil, and I really like the way it came out. It's really, really cute. I love the little muted purple gold situation. But yes, guys, so that is all I have for you guys right now, and I will see you guys in the day by day. Hi guys, we are back to film the day by day portion. I'm really excited. So let's just hop right in to it. I feel like we need to zoom in. Oh, that might be too much. Okay, cool. So first things first, we're going to mark our April. I've been forgetting this lately. April up in the top. Oh, I feel like I need to zoom in a bit more. That should be good. All right. So this was the week I was just chilling. So, oop, not having a lot of luck pulling those up. Oop, first thing, remark that I slept in because your girl had nowhere to go. No, it got stuck. Okay, cool. I went and did a background check. Oh, I feel like that's too much. Okay, that should be good. I went and did a background check. I had kava. Oh, I miss kava so much. They don't have kava in where I'm at. I think the closest kava is like 2 hours away, and I'm so sad. Love me some kava. Um, and then I submitted documents for this new job. So for sleeping in, this is from the Doodles. For going and doing a background check, I have this bow deco from Carly Plans because I did not know what to use for that. And then for kava, we have this little salad munchkin from What's More with Love. And for submitting documents, this is from Carly Plans. I love this rose gold sparkle. It's so cute. All right, next, moving on. We watched gymnastics. This was the week of the NCAA championships. I talked about it in the voiceover part. I'm salty. Yes, I am. So I watched gymnastics. I took a nap. And I finished a book. Oh, what book did I finish? What book? I'm sure it's the book, whatever the last book I was reading. Oh, I don't know. But I finished a book. From gymnastics. This is from Leotard, is from Carly Plans. Then I took a nap. This is from Lynner Designs. That's from Lynner Designs. And then for me finishing my book, these are the characters that came with the kit. All right. Next thing we have for I've been using like matte paper instead of glossy, and it's just not as thick. So when I try to pull up all of them, some of them fall. But anyway, oh, let me fix that. I marked that I slept in this day. Let me get it. I had an iced latte. Feel like I'm gonna have to readjust. I watched gymnastics and I did some packing. Oh, that's actually not too shabby. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I started packing to leave. I hate packing and moving. It's not fun. So for sleeping in, this is from the Doodles. For my iced latte, this is also from the Doodles. For gymnastics, watching gymnastics, this is from Carly Plans. And for packing, I didn't have anything, so I just used some deco from the kit to mark packing. All right. Next, I started reading Hard to Love by Cami. So whatever book I finished was the book before that. Read Hard to Love. I picked up groceries. I watched Law and Order SVU. And I had a sandwich. All right. So for reading Hard to Love, that is from Lynner Designs. For picking up groceries, this is from SPC. Then I watched Law and Order SVU. And then I had a sandwich, and that's from Carly Plans. That I want to say, I don't know where that's from. I don't know. Don't get me to lying. But I'm sure you'll find sandwiches Carly Plans, maybe SBC. I'm not sure. All right. First thing I marked on Wednesday, I had a lazy day. And then I'm assuming I finished Hard to Love this day. So for my lazy day, this is from Whimsy. And then finishing my book, this is a Quinn from Lynner Designs. Is that crooked? It is. And I have to fix it. I really, really love this foil. It's so cute. And then I marked that I had a YouTube binge, and I submitted a bunch of documents this day for this job. All right, so for my YouTube binge, this is from Carly Plans. And for me submitting documents, this is from the Doodles. That was my first half. Oh, it looks so cute. I don't know if y'all can hear everything that's going on in the street, but look at that foil. I'm in love. Anyway, on to Thursday. On Thursday, I marked that I had an iced latte. I watched the NCAA semifinals this day. And I started reading a book called Loco. I do not even, was that a part? I don't think that was a part. That was like a new book or it was, I don't remember. It's been a minute ago. That's why I need to I'm honestly not that far behind to not remember, but I've read so many books since then. It's just like, I don't remember that book. So it wasn't memorable, I'll say that. Carly Plans, and for reading Loco, that is from Lynner Designs, Quinn from Lynner Designs. Then clearly I picked up more groceries. I don't know what I was doing. I picked up more groceries this day. I watched Law and Order SVU, and I had some family time with the littles. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I miss them. All right. So for picking up groceries, this is from the characters that came with the kit. For watching Law and Order SVU, this is from Geeky Giraffe Designs. And for hanging out with the littles, that is from Lynner Designs. Cutie patootie. All right, on to Friday. We had like 8 things to mark on Friday. All right, first thing we marked is that I slept in. Surprise, surprise. We were really just getting our rest, you know? Yeah, I slept in. I had an iced latte. I did the dishes. And then I watched the murder tapes. Ooh, I have not watched that since I moved. I need to watch that. I just thought about it. So for sleeping in, this is from the Doodles that came with the kit. For my iced latte, this is from Carly Plans. For washing the dishes, doing the dishes, that is from Once More Love. For murder tapes, this is a True Crime Obsessed Heart from Carly Plans. All right, then I finished the book, which had to be, I finished Loco this day. I print, cut, and foiled this day. I watched Law and Order SVU, and I started reading Save Room for Us. Ooh. Oh, that was when I got back into the Crenshaw Kings. I I haven't since. That was like an 8-book series, 8 or 9 books. Because let me see, it's the parents, the marriage favor, then there are 6 boys, so that's 7. Oh, she had 6 boys, and he had a son already. Then they had a daughter. So that was an 8-book series. It was really, really good, really good. And I think the other series I read in the Grams was like 6 books. Love Me Alone series. So anyway, I finished that book this day. And then I print cut and foiled. This is from Sweet Ava's paper. That's from Lynner Designs, Sweet Ava's paper for Law and Order SBU. That is from the Doodles. And then for Starting Save Room for Us, that is from Carly Plans. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this foil. I do apologize if I keep saying that over and over, but it's just so good. All right, so first thing I marked is that I slept in, had an iced latte. I continued reading. Clearly Save Room for Us. And then I chilled with my niecey Pooh. And I kept trying to tell her, I'm leaving. She said, okay, I'm not gonna cry. Oh, she's so sweet. She's like sweet and sour, but yeah. For sleeping in, this is from Carly Plans. For having my iced latte, this is from Carly Plans as well. For reading, Carly Plans. It's a little Kindle from Carly Plans, which I do read most everything on Kindle. And then for spending some time with my niece, that is also from Carly Plans. All right. Then, okay. This first thing I marked is I went to Publix. I think I went to Publix for something else. Then I got hooked on that. They have like this. What is it? Was it Chipotle chicken or some type of Chipotle chicken that I was like obsessed with to make my sandwiches with? So yeah, I went to Publix and I watched the NCAA championships. We're not gonna talk about it because all my teams did like make it to the finals. But yeah, they did not win, and I upsetty spaghetti about it. Anyway, Law and Order SVU, and I am following. I want the Cavaliers to win so bad. The NBA finals only because I love Coco Jones. Damn, okay, and I need her man to win, of course. Like now, honestly, I am a Lakers fan, aka LeBron James fan, but they just lost. So, but I was rooting for Coco and her man anyway. Hopefully it happens. If not, but they're still in it. So yeah. Um, but I'm like a basketball playing fan for certain people, but like I love gymnastics, and I think elite season is coming up, which I'm excited about. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. For Publix, that is from Sweet Ava's paper for the NCAA championships. That's from Carly Plans. Then for Law and Order SVU, this is from, what is that? the doodles. I'm like blanking. I do want to go to the NCAA championships next year. That's always in Fort Worth, Texas, I'm pretty sure. But I also want to go to Dallas for like the fair. Um, well, I can go to the fair this year. Now that I think about it. Like they have the big like state fair or whatever in Texas that I want to go to. So yeah, I can work on that this year and then next year go to the NCAA championships. Anywho, on to Sunday. Last but not least, I watched Law and Order SVU. I foiled some stickers and I marked lazy day because really I did nothing. So for Law and Order SVU, this is from OK Plans. Then for foiling, this is from Carly Plans. For my lazy day, this is also from Carly Plans. Then I made a sandwich. Clearly, I was grasping at straws. I made a sandwich. And then I finished, what book did I guess I finished Save Room for Us this day. So, finished that book. Let me fix this. All right, and so for my sandwich, this is, I know it's not from Carly Plans. So it's gotta be from SPC, I feel like. Because it's not from Lynner Designs. So it's gotta be from SPC. Anyway. And then for finishing my book, that is from La La Land Studio. And that, you guys, is our weekend full. I'm gonna pop it back into my planner and show you guys the finished spread. Okay, guys, this is the finished spread. It's really, really cute. I love these colors. Like, from all the spreads I've done, this is probably a fave. One of my faves. Clearly, I've been loving purples because I've been picking a lot of kits for purple. My next kit is very bright and fun. But anyway, yes, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.